talk a little bit about my van and the possibility of what it might look like if I get into something bigger. I can hear the ravens outside already. It's not bad out there at all. Okay. Morning, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
I'm nice and quiet here at Chrome Shop. Sleeping here, this is really good. You guys, my buddy Chrome, Van City Van Life, this is the van that he lives in. He's been living in that for 5 years or something. I've been living in mine for over 3 years. But he was the inspiration for me to kind of move into a van, and it was a good solution for me at the time to, move into something like my van, build it out. It allowed me to take control over the space that I live in. I wasn't dealing with landlords anymore, anything like that. The only thing that is, though, is about van life, that is it's a risk. You're investing your whole home into that thing, and you're on the road all the time. Accidents happen and all that sort of stuff, God forbid. But yeah, and I went with this vehicle because of the stow and go seating, and there's a seat in that floor, and it could flip out, and it's got child restraints in it, or those little clips for the child seat, and it was for my daughter. I made the choice to get this particular van for that reason. I was looking at vans like this, but there was no option to do that in this van, and so I was thinking about my daughter more so, and I went with less space because of it. I was also looking at Sprinter vans. There was one I was really wanted to pull the trigger on, but I didn't because it didn't have an option for that, and also it had a problem too, a big one. So I went with a Dodge Grand Caravan. That's why I live in a minivan. My daughter's in Indonesia now with her mom, so it's a different story at this particular time, and I'm really I'm waiting to go see them, but I'm looking forward to that actually. I just can't go just yet. In any case, nowadays I'm thinking, well, depending on the way things go, I might get something bigger. But I don't know. It's like I'd love to have something bigger at this point, because that's feeling pretty small, but it's also finished, and I like the fact that it's finished. I don't have to do really much more to it, just little bits here and there, and that's it. To me, there's a great value in that. Whereas if I had a brand new big shell of van like this one that we're going to see in here, it's just a huge project. Anyway, go take a look and talk about his ambulance and stuff here in a minute, but get some coffee too. That's what I'm talking about. That's his big ambo build. But that's a huge project. I was reading up on this engine that he's working on last night, and it's a 7.3 liter diesel, and he's putting extra parts into it, different fuel injectors to get twice the horsepower out of it. And he's got this brilliant mechanic man right now that's coming here to his shop to get it all put together here. It's a pretty cool rig. Morning, buddy.
Morning, buddy. So
yeah.
we don't need Starbucks anymore. Turn this to Americano and let the magic happen.
I was excited for that the moment I woke up.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Whatever it needs can go into this coffee in the morning. Good to hang out, buddy. Yep, take care. We just had coffee and then we went for a little walk out there into the sun. That was it. So I am decided it's warmed up. I can hear the highway moving out there, so I'm gonna hit the road. And I better turn off my heater. Whew. Yeah, I just get sorted out here and we'll be on the road here in a second. Hello. Ooh. Whew. Hey, buddy. Wow. Looking good, bud.
Getting there, yeah?
Yeah. Wow. How you doing? Working on the other bathroom there.
Work on it.
Oh, it's just a short visit with John. It's dinner time, so let's go make dinner. There we go. Oh, hey, dude. What you doing in here? You jumping spider? That's right, buddy. You gonna live up there tonight? Yeah, might be safe for him up there. I don't know. Probably better than outside, so he can stay. It's all that coconut oil. Just gonna do this. Try and level that out. Okay. fish, and I made chips. I made a lot of chips. So the story behind the chips was I went into the grocery store, and I love chips, you guys. It's one of the things I've been trying to get away from, and I was really jonesing for chips today. And I almost bought them, but then I thought, you know what? I bet you I could fry them up myself. And the reason I was thinking this over buying them is I was more concerned about the type of fat that was used in the chips in the cooking process. And I thought it'd be better to cook them in coconut oil as opposed to the seed oils and stuff that they normally use. So I don't know if it's going to be a whole lot better, but anyway, that was it. It was a big effort to come up with a bowl of chips. It's probably equivalent to a pretty large bag of chips. And honestly, like, some of these are sort of half crunchy and sort of soggy at the same time. So I don't know. There's got to be a trick to it. I don't know what it is. It's a stinky, risky bit of business to do in the van. I probably won't ever do that again in the van. I did have the fan open, the door open. Luckily, I got some fish cooking in here too, so it's quite a smelly little abode at the moment. Anyway, this, I had this before, as I said. I'm just gonna plop some of those right there so it looks good. Yeah, they're kind of soggy, but they taste good. I got something that's pretty nice to try out too, like all that orange and all those spices I bought. I'd love to make up a little spice drink, so I'll probably do that right after this, and have some of that, because that'd be really nice and special. But I don't know, tonight I was just like, I might as well do this. This fish was on sale. It's really good stuff. There's a few teeny bones in it, but you know, that's fish sometimes. Anyway, so let me chit chat here while I'm having this. I just need to option this first. So it's been interesting last couple days, like seeing Chrome, checking out his ambulance that he's been building up. That's a pretty exciting project for him to be undertaking. And then of course his van, and then, you know, we talked a little bit about my van and the possibility of what it might look like if I get into something bigger. Basically around that is like, I really do love that this van is finished and it's complete. There's a huge advantage in it because I can just relax. I can focus on all the other things that I want to do, and I've already put that investment into this van. Now, I did get this van because of my daughter, instead of getting like a bigger van. And now that, you know, we've got a little bit of distance between each other, you know, it's that aspect of this van doesn't make any sense right now, but it made sense back then. And I you know, if I had to do it all over again, I'd do it exactly the same way. I knew that I could kind of sort out my life a little bit better and work my way into becoming, or to put myself into a better position faster than if I was just putting these big chunks of change towards rent. And I could have paid less for rent had I had roommates, but you know, I've had a lot of experiences with roommates in the past, or renting just a room in somebody else's house. I had a great experience doing that, actually, but I've also had really bad experiences doing that, where it's, you know, by somebody else's rule, and it's hard to relax and it's hard to really like function well in those spaces. So having this space for me allowed me to basically take control over my living space. And yeah, I'm on the side of the road, so you know, I'm a guest everywhere I go, and I have to respect that I'm in a community that, you know, is going to have a particular point of view about how I might present myself as I come through. and live and, you know, stay in my van. Some communities that, you know, they're not very friendly to van lifers and they don't want them in their community, and that's fine. I generally stay away from those areas. When I was in Vancouver and I first started building this thing out, I had a job there and I worked full-time for a yoga company, and it was, you know, it was like I was a part of the community, but I wasn't paying the same dues that everybody else was. But I got up in the morning, I went to work, came back to the van, relaxed, you know, had my evenings, slept in it, got up, went to work, and it was this similar commute all the time. So there's a way to do that as well. And there's a lot of people that actually do that. But there's still a lot of things about van life, living in a vehicle, that I don't know. And I think it's, you know, it's not a super well researched lifestyle, and there's probably other hazards to the lifestyle that are impacting people such as myself that we're maybe ignorant of, and maybe that might catch up to us later on. We'll kind of be like, oh, okay, you know, like, yeah, you know, there was the plastic off-gassing of all this stuff and always being around it. But I don't know, like, I mean, there's a lot of that kind of stuff that goes on in a house too, so I don't feel concerned about it. I feel pretty good, but you never know. You never know. This is pretty good. I'm gonna keep eating this. I'm gonna finish this, then we're gonna make that really cool orange tea kind of thing together, because that'll be a nice way to recover the scent inside this van of mine. And I'm really happy about having the heat in this van. That's that noise back there. That's my diesel heater. And it keeps me nice and warm on days when it's snowing outside like it has been. So really, really good. Might be a better way to juice that orange in there, but I don't have a citrus juicer or anything, so I don't know, we just kind of do it that way. Well, that's quite Christmassy, man. Wow, that was the idea too. It's just kind of this Christmassy tea. I don't know what you call it. It's kind of like a spiced tea or a spice, almost like a spiced wine mix, but without the wine. But anyway, I was just kind of inspired to kind of put that together. That's what I was feeling like today. Little juniper berry there. Oh, that's some good stuff. Wow, cool. So, yeah, life goes on, man. Life in the van, life anywhere. It's all pretty much it. And I guess this video is kind of like about van life specifically. So, but I don't know. You can get by in a van, and you can lead a professional life in a van too. So, it's there. It has its pros and cons. You know, I suppose the biggest kind of, like, I'd say, like, negative to van life would be you don't necessarily, at least for me anyway, I don't necessarily have a home base anymore. There's no sense of like belonging to a particular place. And so I always feel like wherever I am, I'm a guest. And even though I've been spending, like I spend, lengths of time in certain areas, I get to know the community, interact with the community and that sort of thing. But I don't have this sense of belonging, and it's kind of this strange sort of like uprooted sort of feeling. And I wasn't so sure that I liked that at first, and even now, like I do like it, but my community is, well, it's you guys and the community of other van lifers that I know and other YouTubers that I know. And so I guess we're kind of like digital nomads in a sense, like Chrome this morning or yesterday morning, so early in the video. So yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of one of those weird things. Anyway, I'm feeling pretty tired. I was waiting a while for this to cool down so I could sip on it. Dinner was great. It was a pretty good, productive day. I'm gonna be hitting the gym again tomorrow morning. It's been probably, I think it's going on 5 days since I actually done like a real like workout in the gym, so I'm excited to pick that up again. And I think I have a feeling that I'm not going to be doing any more hunting this year. It's just kind of the way this season's gone, and that's totally fine. I might, I don't know. I might come up with something else to do, like maybe buying an animal, or like half of a cow or something like that. I don't know, something like that to fill the freezer. I might do something like that, but I'm not gonna run towards any of that stuff. I'm just gonna wait and see. It's probably the best thing to do. But I could do that. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks for hanging out, and all the best to all of you. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you later. We'll catch you in the next one. Ciao for now.